Hi everyone, welcome to In His Love. My name is Pedita. How are you doing? How is the weather out there where you are? It's cold here in the US. I'm in Texas. It's not too bad in Texas, compared to other parts. I'm wearing a hood. No, I'm wearing the hood because of bad hair day. Bad hair day. So, but I just needed to do this video real quick. So let's jump right in. Yeah, I want us to have a little talk about people in general, especially Christians and religious people, overly religious people. Different churches that do encourage this type of faith. They call it faith, but it's ignorance, really. I know people that do worship or attend Jehovah Witness when they get sick and they are in need of a blood transfusion. They don't get it. They decline it. They would rather allow the Jehovah Witness person to lose their life before they take blood, before they get blood transfusion. Is that serious? Is that serious? A parent will watch their child die like that for something as little as getting blood transfusion. They will watch their child die and lose their life. Why? Because our religion, our church does not allow us to take blood. We don't believe in it. So now let's go into the Pentecostal churches. They are doing the same thing. They tell you to have faith. You have faith. Pray to God. God will heal you. Some will tell you to take shots of anointing oil. To take a little portion. Some call it shots, to take it and you get your healing. The pastors will lay hands on you for your healing and you go home, yet nothing happens. They make you feel like if you don't exercise your faith for your healing, or it's like you don't have faith in God to heal you, or when you take that medicine, the medication, the drugs, medical medication that you're given, or that can help you, even something as small as headache. Some religious people, Christians and people, will never take it. They rather pray for their headache to go. They rather pray for that pain that they are passing through, that sickness that they are going through. They rather do nothing medically and continue praying for God for a miracle. How do you see this? Is this exercising your faith, or is this ignorance? Watch this video and you see a pastor explaining how he almost lost his life because of not accepting Western medical help when he was sick. Listen.
Before I left Nigeria, I always say, Bishop, people say, I cannot be sick. I don't see any doctor. Bishop Ejeko was in London. I was in the living room with my ex-wife. And the first statement he said, Onole, I came to London for checkup. I immediately said that. He just realized, said, who is with me? I said, my wife. He said, I should step out. He want to talk to me. Then he narrated to me why he came to London. That is the very first day I lost respect for him. I would have died in Nigeria when I was running stomach where there was nobody, because our bishop said, you just pray to God. He will sneak to London to have medical checkup and other things. So there are two things that happened that day. When I came in, number one, my wife asked me, is that Bishop Oyedepo? I said, why did he say why did you go out? He said I should step out. He said, these people are not truthful. They are the ones that say husband and wife should be one. They should not hide anything. Now it's separated so that she will not hear. He
So
was
let me
tough.
understand this clearly, so that the viewers can understand it. He doesn't preach
Yes.
that people should go for checkups. He doesn't encourage people to explore the Western medicine or modernized medicine form of treatment, but he just tells them to pray and believe in God while he goes behind their backs, not just to go to hospitals, but to fly all the way to the United Kingdom to go to hospitals for treatments and checkups and things like that. Is that correct?
Except it changed when I left Nigeria.
Aha.
Before 2003, messages are there. You know, you don't need to tell members. When you are saying it, indirectly, you are telling them what you are doing, what they should do.
Except for the
You have
checkup, of course.
except for the checkup that open up. Him.
So you said you also had your problems and you almost died of dysentery because you refused going to the hospital.
When I was in Nigeria, because I cannot be sick, is what we hear. It was one deacon that came to me and said, Pastor, oh, thank God he came. He spoke out. He said, you better go and get Magani. That is antibiotics. He said, these people, you think they don't see doctor? You want to die here. And
But you're a
God
microbiologist, right? At this time, you had your master's degree already. So how
yes,
exactly do we marry the two together of being a very educated man and now believing that you cannot fall sick
that I don't know
when you are living in the flesh?
Whether we don't believe we are living in the flesh that time.
Aha.
Maybe we are hypnotized, controlled by David Oyedepo. That's why I see our friends who are doctors, who are everything, engineers, still in that church. They are living in flesh, worshiping their king, Oyedepo. I'm enjoying you. You educated. Sit down with this book of the law that should not depart from your mouth. And look at what is there. So I was believing him that time. I did not know until 2006 in America.
That he was sneaking out of Nigeria to go for checkups abroad.
So you can hear from Dr. K the other time, he has been sneaking. Dr. K of London. Yeah. So he will go abroad. And some of those, not even them, the GO, all of them, God is watching you. What you preach is not what you do.
They tell you, oh, I've never been sick. I can never be sick. You know, I've never gone for any checkup. I've never done this, you know, medically. My body is strong. I'm stronger than when I was even younger. I'm 60 something years old and I'm stronger than even when I was 18. But wait, sit back and think. Is this person living in flesh? Does this person have blood running through them? The same blood that you and I have. Do they have blood running through them? Are they eating normal food that we are eating? Are they eating, you know, junk food that we eat sometimes, you know? Because, you know, sometimes you want that McDonald's, you want that French fries, you want that fried food and all of that stuff that you know is not really good for you, but, you know, you crave it and once in a while you eat it, you know? Some of us even eat it more than once in a while. And you do all that. You no exercise, no nothing. You're not doing anything physically to help yourself, you know, and you claim that you can never be sick. You're probably not getting enough sleep like you're supposed to because you're busy, and you think you will never fall sick. Jesus said to the disciples that they should lay hand on the sick and, you know, and they will recover, you know. So laying hands on the sick, that scripture right there tells us that there will be the sick. People will get sick. So it is normal for you to fall sick. Very normal. It has nothing to do with you not having enough faith or you did not do one thing spiritually. You didn't do this, you didn't do that. It has nothing to do with your works or your walk with the Lord. It is normal for you to fall, for you as a human being living in flesh to fall sick. So, you know, they tell you all these things and then you believe, you know, you believe in it. And then you see some Christians tell you, oh, I don't take Tylenol. I don't take Panadol. I don't take headache medicine. I don't take anything. I just pray about it, and if you're sick, you better take something. You better take something because that's your pastor that you are trusting that is lying and telling you that they never fall sick. They've never been sick, and they are living in flesh, and you believe. I'm sorry for you. You just pass. You just leave this world cheaply and leave your loved ones behind. Something will definitely kill someone, all of us one day. We will surely die and leave this earth, But if we can do a little thing to help ourselves to live a little longer, which will be accepting medical help. If you need a surgery, if something is wrong with you, go and see the doctor. Let them check. If it's a surgery that they tell you need, you can afford it, do the surgery. Do it. That is a miracle for you to actually go into that surgery and the surgery is performed on you and you came out alive, you're well, and the pain, the problem that you had before the surgery is actually gone. That's a miracle because God gave those doctors the wisdom, the training, that they use in performing what they performed on you. That's a miracle. What I'm saying here is that let's take care of ourselves. Let's take care of ourselves. The other day, a winner's pastor passed away. As a respect to his family, I will not mention his name, but I'm going to read the little notes that was posted about how he died. Okay? It says, Living Faith Church pastor collapse, dies in church. The pastor recently coordinated the distribution of relief materials sent to blank state in Nigeria flood victims by the founding father of the church, Bishop David Oyedepo. According to a source, the pastor was found dead on a chair in the workplace after the morning sports in the church. The clergyman was reportedly said to be active earlier in the day. So he was found dead on a chair in the church. Was he sick? Did he have a medical condition that he was managing? Was he treating it? Was he taking his medication like he should have? What happened? We will never know. Is in Nigeria, we will never know the full details because they like to cover. Africans, we like to cover things. Especially in the church, they will cover it and cover. You never know the full details. So was he taking his medications? Did he have a stroke? What happened? What really happened? Was an autopsy done? How did what was the cause of his death? We will never know. Long ago, it's a real dear sister, this same church, Winners Chapel, a dear sister passed away. And she passed away. We didn't even know what exactly was the cause of her passing away. It was after she passed away we found out the cause of her passing away. It was a terminal illness. And then I started thinking and sitting back and everything. She did go for she went through medical help all through the last stage and everything till she passed away. But then I remembered one time, like years before she passed away, she came out and she gave testimony in church, and she was like, I used to be very sick and everything. I used to take a lot of medications, and she described her medications. They were like in a big jar, filled with medications, and that's how much she had to take every day, you know, until she got fed up. And then, you know, she prayed to the Lord, she believed God, and she threw away all her medications. She stopped taking them and decided to believe in God. So when I remember that testimony, I was like, was she supposed to throw those medications away? Did she go to the doctor even when she believed that she was healed? Did she go to the doctor to clarify that, to verify, to actually medically do some tests and everything to clarify that that terminal illness was gone? But she just believed. She felt like she applied her faith and she was healed. Maybe in her mind, she believed she was healed. Maybe a few symptoms stopped and she believed she was healed. But what happened again after a few years ahead of from that time of the testimony? She passed away. So I'm thinking maybe if she had continued taking those medications, you know, like she was supposed to, seeing her doctors, you know, regularly as ordered, she probably would still be alive today for her loved ones, her family, her children. My sister was a stone hard Winners Chapel member. She passed away too, you know, and God. She passed away and it was very quick. And it was a terminal illness that she probably did not even know she had. Because by the time she got to the hospital, it did not even last like a week before or two, less than 2 weeks, and she passed away. So I'm thinking that terminal illness must have been, you know, must have reached the end stage before she finally went to the hospital. Why? Because their bishop tells them, oh, I can never be sick. I have never gone to the hospital before. And then the members begin to believe and begin to claim the same thing for themselves. They begin to claim the same thing for themselves. And then reject. We heard what the pastor said in the short video. He said he does not have to tell you that these pastors don't have to tell you that don't go to the hospital. Don't use your medication. They don't have to actually open their mouth and spell it out and tell you like that. But when they keep telling you every day, I can never be sick. I have never been to the doctor for over 40, 30 years now. I'm strong. And when they keep telling you that, they are manipulating your mind and your head for you to begin to do the same thing. That's what he said. Over time, you keep hearing that. Every day, you're hearing that. Every week, you're hearing that. You'll be like, okay, if it's happening for my pastor, if it's happening for my bishop, then it should happen to me too. After all, I have faith. No, they are not being honest to you. They are not being truthful to you. You take care of yourself. It has nothing to do with you not having faith. It has nothing to do with that. Take care of your health. Live a little longer for your loved ones, your children. Don't let someone else have to take care of your children on your behalf for you. Just because you refuse to go to the doctor, or you refuse to do that surgery, or you refuse to take the medicines that were given to you, and you cut your life short. Why? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? All the dreams that you have, everything cut short because you are believing one preacher telling you, you know, not to take medicine, not to do surgery, not to do what the doctor tells you to do. Take care of yourself. If you have a little headache, you've drank a lot of water and it's still there, take headache medicine. Your body ache, take something. Take care of yourself. Exercise. Take time out of all that different church services up and down every day. Take time out and go take a walk. You can do vigorous exercise, take a walk. Help yourself. Let your blood flow. Do your checkups. Go for your yearly checkups. You know, so that way when they can find things before they get to end stage level, things can be found at an early stage, and then they can be treated and managed. And while you're doing that, when God decides, when God that has the power of healing, when he wants to heal you, he will do it. And when he does it, you will know. And then when you know or you feel like he has healed you, go back to your doctor and have everything checked up again to clarify that. Then you can now stop taking your medicines. Let me know what you think about this, you know, because so many people are really led astray. They are really, really led astray. And I mean, it's one thing for you not to have the money to do a surgery, or, you know, or to buy medicine or whatever, you know, you don't have the money is different. But say you have the money but you don't, you refuse to use it because you're having faith that God will heal you. That's foolishness. That's ignorance. Ignorance. That's what it is. Even some who say they don't have money, but they take that money and go pay their tithes. They will gather the money and pay tithes, or gather the money and give as offering. They will rather gather the money and do one thing or the other, or give to pastors a birthday contribution. But your health is at stake. What are you doing? What are we doing? I just thought I'd bring this out there today. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you. Leave your like, leave your comment. Tell us your story. If you have a similar story of someone that you lost because of religion, tell us your story in the comments. We want to hear your story. We want to learn from your story. God bless you. Please like, share this video, subscribe to the channel so that way you can get more videos when I upload. I'll see you on next video. Bye. God bless you. Remember, you are in his love. Have a nice day.